Hello, good evening, and welcome to the stream. We are live. Okay, we got audio. And do we have the transcoding as well? Fantastic. Right, time for a quick bit of social metering. So, let's get on with that. There's one. And one more. Okay, I think there's one last... No. Did that go through? Not sure. Let's check. I have broken the social metering. There we go. And then a quick spelling correction to the title, which I managed to get wrong. Aren't I a clever boy? Yes. No. Clearly not. If you were a clever boy, you wouldn't have got it wrong. Yes, the title... Oh no, the title's right. Oh right, okay. I thought I typed it wrong. But I had not. So all is good. Yes. Okie dokie. I'm gonna go to the live screen and apparently... Yay! The Arbiter has arisen. He is alive. We can avail ourselves of the Freelancers Daily, which, you know, is generally speaking, is a good thing. So in the previous stream, why is everyone talking in the German channel? You know, I'm nothing against the German channel, but if you're going to go in it, shouldn't you mostly be speaking German? I'm not saying you have to. So, Composite Moochum's 1 hour. I may not have wanted that buff, but thank you. I hate my pets, yes. That sounds familiar. That sounds like me playing an NT is what that actually sounds like. No, Freelancers Inc. Goodbye. And what's the... Is it... I probably can't do half of these. The Dust Brigade one. Well, we've got that, although this would... It would definitely be... like a tag-along run, that's for sure. If I was to try doing that, it really would. I would be able to enter the areas. I think even though doing Mickelson would be problematic because I don't have more than... I think ideally you want 2k run speed, don't you? To even have a chance in that instance. So to sort of DB1 or DB2, whichever it's actually called. Is chat working? I can't see any chat. Seems to be. Nobody is typing anything. Although it has got people there. But okay. Everyone's being shy today. Right, let's grab some regular dailies in order to populate the freelancer thing. Shanor. Is this? What? Are you saying swears in a different language? Yes, it is. Is that meant to be? I'm going to Google that. Someone kept trying to get me to swear in Polish or something.
Ecitus.
Says Google. It may be that, it may be something completely different. I just missed the E and the space. Oh, yes, it is. Ah. There are words, in other languages that look quite innocent written all together as one thing, and then it turns out, actually, you've just said a phrase which is very hurtful to certain people. That kind of thing. Prisoner mission. Yay. Goodbye, he says. So we managed to get 201 and 202 in yesterday's stream by grabbing missions, doing a couple of dailies and stuff like that. So it's all very good. What have we got? Spaced out. I always want to say that as though I'm the introduction guy on Pigs in Space. Yeah, I heard that when I was like 7, 8 years old and decided in the future, when a thing called the internet gets invented, I'm going to talk like that on it. Yes. As I've been mucking about today with the Outer Worlds, which was more, I wanted to just install it to see how it ran on the 3060. I'm still playing around with it. It runs very well, is the answer. Mihalik, welcome. Go to Bori. Okay, why are we going to Borealis? I just got a Discord that something happened there. Okay. Yeah, you want me to go like eagle-eyed street reporter? That I am. To go see what's gone down in Borealis. Hot tub stream in Borealis. Lord Hasta TV with the psychedelic cat. Or colour changing cat. LED cat? RGB cat. A hot tub stream in... Really? Where in Borealis? There's a lot of Borealis, you know. And welcome to the stream, sir. I'm not seeing a hot tub. I can't log in sitting by the pool. I don't blame you sitting by the pool. It's very warm today. It's like 26, 28 degrees here, which, you know, with our humidity, which is around 98 to 99% all year round, is bloody warm. No, my alarm's going off saying, don't forget to start your stream. Okay, there's a big dingo bot. Oh, there's a thing going on. And a lot of light sources. Is it GSP? I can't see a damn thing. I think it is GSP, yeah. They do play really cool music and everything else and talk about, you know, and DJ. But I can't share that with you. Unfortunately, I can see Fixer Yumihimi, and I can see a Savik having a dance. And many other people. But yes, I can't really share that because, yeah. RIP FPS. Yeah, I've got about 14 FPS as well. That is on the new engine when everything's running. I'm just going to turn this alarm off. It's blaring out. FYI, I'm in my mid-30s in a not very supportive environment. If anyone here needs a listener, a hugger, a friend, PM me, I'll make time. Yay! It's never too late to have a happy childhood. As they say, the ground looks very dark, actually. I think there was an explosion, because it does this. That's a lot of bling going on there. Let's see if we can't. Maybe not that. Let's. No, what do I want to do? I know. Not that. Right, maybe turn off global lighting. Looks more dramatic anyway. There's an awful lot of light sources. So yeah, is it like a pride thing then? I don't know. Cool. I approve of this party. It renders in about here. So there you go. Now to break my system completely. That'd be good for a screenshot though. Yay for lighting. Now we're going to go back to New Land. In fact, we're going to... Might leave ray tracing on a spell though, and probably turn the lighting back on. There we go. 3 steps, full rave to nothing. Yeah, it's just view distance, drawing things in. It just do that, you know. Okay, well, we were going to go do our alien daily. Right, okay, so if you want to attend the party, there it is, Borealis. Has anyone got a link for Gridstream Productions? They are very good. We request tracks, etc., so... But I can't link to... Well, I haven't got a link handy, but yes, they do quite a bit on that. Is it... They're doing their thing. I'm just looking on their Discord. Oh right, okay. Celebration of Life for Lou, also known as DJ Chimera Jawhammer, will be held in 2nd of July. It's not today, so I'm not sure what this one is. The one thing I don't get with the Gridstream Discord, it doesn't give you a link to the site to listen to, but if anybody's got it, feel free to share it in the chat. I've listened to loads of them over the years. And yeah, it's jolly good fun. Yeah, it is. It's weird the way the lighting works in AO some days. Oh, I should have pre-drained on that thing, shouldn't I? Now we got the higher crits. There we go, 30-odd%. Crit chance. Dealing with the fugliness over here. I have to hope that other people are doing the diseased prisoner, because I don't think I can solo him still. Even with all the new toys, I kind of doubt it. Is it worth using that other pistol now, the Raid X, with the massive crit? Wherever the hell I put it. Not in there. Or there. Do I even have it with me? Quite possibly not. Grand Theft. Nuke me now, Sonny Jim. Yes, the wonderful lighting engine. Yeah, the amount of times I've seen that in PvP. Oh, there's no one here. Oh my god, there's an army. In 3 easy steps. Nobody here. Oh god, army. Yep. So you were all here on, was it Wednesday, when we did quite a few upgrades at 201 to all these new shiny HUD things. So yes, soon is time going MA, I think. But I'm going to have to round up symbionts and stuff. Shame traders can't use support, not just support, but infantry. It's the way the symbionts were designed. Yeah, see, on the Discord, it doesn't really tell me a lot. Party place, I saw all that, yeah. Those rainbows are custom graphics I programmed. I slaved away on test server last night to create. People been asking where it comes from. Yes, indeed. There's rather a lot of light going on. Would you like some light? Yeah, how many light sources would you like? Yes. And that's what you get. Right, let's trade in the clump. And go. Clump and go. Okay, so we've also got Scavenger, Perpetual Wastelands, okay. While we has the inventory space, we're gonna go for that one. Yes, it's a Pride celebration, so if you'd like to go celebrate Pride, you certainly can. It's a thing. I always feel like I sort of just wave from the sidelines going, have fun, you crazy kids. Are they like joining in? I don't know. I kind of feel like, well, what are you doing here, Grandad? You know. Or I turn up and people go, have you come to pick someone up? But yes, if you want to go there, have fun, enjoy. Soon, my pretty, soon we will be visiting you. I picked up Dust It Off, but I can't imagine. This character is just going to be one of those enter at the very end for the update kind of a deal. What have they got run speed now? Because you wouldn't have grid space without in the Mickelson one, so a whisker over 2k. It's not bad. Oh no, it wouldn't be, would it? Because how much? It'd be minus 720 and minus how much this adds? 800. Oh yeah, I just never get the buff in time. You need that to run between the four colours. I'm gonna spend some more time by the pool. We hit 40 degrees centigrade in the shade today. Real feel 48. Do you know what your humidity is there at the moment? Because that in the UK, people would just like fall over and stop functioning. Anyone who couldn't get in a big pool of cooler water would suffer like hell. How is that? Oh, that's the thinking base. Quickly, yeah. View distance, yeah, it's all maxed out. If you don't max it out, it can look pretty strange in places. Yeah, it's stay hydrated, keep cool, all that good stuff, Mihai. Come to the party and receive a gift bag. Limited supply. Yes, indeed. Okay, we have got the scope, the barrel, we need the stock. Yay! Anyone at the top of Kite Hill? Let's go look. Of course there is! There's always someone up here. Almost. Always. £11. Now imagine what it feels like when it's 80-90% or higher. That's why saunas work. That's why you go in the sauna and you don't put any water on the coals. How hot is it? Then you put the water on the coals and then how hot is it? Cardiff 81%. Let's have a look. 83% here. So yeah, I'm not making it up, exaggerating, etc. It never really gets below 50% humidity because we're right on the coast. So you've always got the damp from the sea coming in. So we're actually more humid than Cardiff at the moment. Currently 83%. So that's why when it gets hot here, you really feel how hot it is. And when it gets cold, until it gets like minus... it gets down to sort of -5, -10, the humidity drops really low because all the moisture is frozen out of the air. But otherwise, yeah, it's always high. Did I auto-complete on the XP for the alien daily? Return to the alien handled. Mission complete. Did I just click on the... I clicked on the wrong thing. Bobby Scaramango. Hey Carlos, hope you and the fam are good. We are, thank you very much for asking. How are you? Hopefully you're good. Doing well, etc. Certainly hope so. Yeah, we were discussing how humidity drastically affects perceived temperature. So it's 40 degrees from the Halleck. He would feel even hotter were he here at 26 degrees, but with 83% humidity. Yeah, when it gets down to sort of like 4 degrees centigrade here with some wind, it feels bloody cold. I'm alright in it, but yeah, that's when it feels cold here. It's like the wind just sucks all the energy out of you. And if you're interested and in-game, there is a Pride party going on in Borealis where they're giving away prize packs, apparently. Just trying to get the mercs to pop. You've got the mission, etc. Letter from Ostikubug, however you say his name. Otherwise, killing the placeholder doesn't really do much. Oh, come on, bro. You know I do. Someone on stream didn't once. What do you mean, letter? Oh, boy. How long you been there? Oh, about 6 hours. Oh, no. It used to happen a lot in the old days as well. We've been here trying to spawn the mercs for 12 hours. You can't just turn up and spawn them and then claim them. Did you have a letter? No. And then they're not yours. Simple as that. That used to cause much arguing. You feel the core of your being shift as the source makes room for a divine presence. Be dramatic, or Bedramatic has reached enlightenment. Congratulations. Am I hyped about the anniversary event? Well, the party is tomorrow. In the ICC Assembly Hall, and I will be there. I've been asked to tag along by Ark, so of course, how can you refuse? So look, Siljar Russell with funnies. See, proofs cats are evil. Proof, you've seen it. Cats are the evil. Playboy Fixer is having... Yes, he is. Yes, he is. We were there. We popped in, but obviously, you know, a load of people dancing around with no music isn't very good on stream. But I can, you know, I can show a bit. I just can't share GSP's music. You just have to imagine it. I'm there on my level 20 agent. Made another new tune. You'll end up like me. Far too many. Thought something different. Yep, I hate when pets get black holed, and they do. There's a big MA up there. Mongo Jongo. Well, he's bigger than me. 220 Enforcer. I hope he likes holding the aggro. I'm assuming he can do it rather well. Yeah, if you suddenly get inspiration for a new build. It's one of our storm chaps. Cats are evil, you say. They are innocent in all cases. The crime, the criminal. Innocent, case dismissed. Oh, but you can't punish me. I'm pretty and cute and lovely. Yes, it's their cunning glamour they cast upon you, rendering you helpless against them. What's the best armor is best for an Agent Her level? XP armor, probably. You know, the luxurious set or something like that. Newcomers. One of those at that level. I mean, you know, a couple of dailies and you're like... You've already gained a ton of levels straight away. Like, going into the subway at level 20, you're gonna... By the time you finish the daily in there, you know, you're like nearly level 30. Yeah, Lux armor, just sit with that till about level 50. I mean, I've worn that for much longer. It's serviceable armor in ACs. It doesn't boost a lot of skills and stuff, but it does give you NCU, first aid, treatment... More treatment than a med suit, etc. So, you know, it's kind of cool. I am a small. I might have to go to the machine in the Orc City and make this a tall. I wear the XP armor at 220. I've done that. I've put it on to go and do research. Like doing medium missions solo. Put the XP armor on. Get her some peed armor, but there was none on GMI. What the hell is peed armor? Now to go hand this one in as well. I got one of those can request at the start area, so when I'm 220 I need a wash. Oh, I should check the corpse for anything useful. Nope, nothing useful. Oh, we'll use the... No, we won't, because I want to go Shadowlands after. I did hit him, I did damage to him, I admit I didn't do a lot of damage to him. But I did do some. So just double checking there and I was actually hitting him, and I was! I've still got ray tracing on, haven't I? It doesn't make a bigger dent on the 30 series card, but I don't know if it's actually using the ray tracing cores. I don't think it does. I think there's just that much processing power on the card itself. It doesn't care. Another dead prisoner. I'll take the green. Goodbye. If I show up the anniversary party with no Atroxes in tongs, I'm going to be disappointed. I would almost guarantee there shall be. I would almost guarantee there'll be, at the very least, 3 or 4 in that building. Do we all know where the ICC Assembly Hall is? Do people need to know? Can I has my reward now? Goodbye. Here we go. You have no idea that I will show you. We have been there before on stream. It looks almost like the inside of an org AI city. Similar, anyway. You are a real one. What, a real Atrox? A real Atrox in a thong. I might be. It's actually over here. So there's the pharmacy and phase font. So we know where we are. Phase font poster. Come on. No, it's not going to render in. You got the weapons store, and then over here I've got the low terrain bug thing. That's weird. Not seen that before. It doesn't usually happen on Nvidia cards, but okay. Like certain bits of the terrain aren't rendering in. here we are. So it does look a little bit like the Org City building. But this is the assembly hall. This is where the party will be. You see, look, it has big speakers for ear-splitting volume. Blondies, welcome to the stream. And Volpoo, welcome to the stream. I don't think I'm big enough to be an Atrox, really. Yeah, that one bit of rock doesn't want to render in. Everything else is fine. Go figure. Has this poster sorted itself out? Nope. That one's murky, and that one doesn't want to render in either. And now the signs are being weird with me. What the hell? What is going on? Never normally get this. Weird. First time I've seen that on my system. But if I relog, it goes away. No, it's just not coming in, is it? The signs over the shops are fine, so it's just certain bits are just not wanting to render in properly. Right, okay, we're going to the Shadowlands. Can't remember who it was, but one of your viewers was a Mantis owner. Londis? Possibly? I know Londis has one. Check this guy out. Oh, check this out. I think the guy behind us got lucky. I don't know if you can make that out. Dun dun dun. His head's gone. That's insanely funny. It is kind of, yeah. Subtle, but funny. Freelancers Inc. Complete one normal daily. So if we get a Doja, we're all good. But of course that means running all the way to Pen, because I don't have the key for Pen. Nor the inclination to go and get it done. That's happened a couple of times while keeping them. Bloody hell. My level 62 has more keys than you. Probably, yeah. I do the Nascence one because it's a quick way back from Shadowlands, and the Adonis one just because it makes doing the brain quest so much easier. Sometimes it's 0.0000001 nanosecond after they've done the deed, so you got no chance of saving the mail. Has everyone been watching the Obi-Wan, the Kenobi season 1 final? Was it the final? I think it was the finale on Wednesday. It was very good. And the Orville over on Disney Plus. That was pretty cool. I liked how they tied it all back. I mean, it does feel, the whole show does feel very... what was the last? You know, of the 3 prequels, the last one was really good. The first one was like, oh God, what have you done? The second one got better, and then the third one was actually quite a good movie. It feels a lot like the last one of those, but Obi-Wan is, you know, is shaken from those events of... Because you would be traumatized by it. If you think about what actually happened. You know, his protege murdered a bunch of Jedis and younglings. You know, that's the unsaid horror of Darth Vader's story. is he has done a lot of bad shit. And the way they tied in one of the characters to that and how conflicted they would feel, etc. You know, it was good. I really enjoyed it. I thought that was good, that. It was good. I've got the latest episode of Strange New Worlds ready to watch. Jim Lad. Before it officially comes to the UK. So I'll be watching that tonight. After herself has come home. Or I pick her up from work, rather. But I watched another episode of Orville, Season 3. And it's really good. It's really... Do you know what? The one problem I always had with The Next Generation was... say they'd have one episode where, you know, something quite drastic would happen. Like somebody killed somebody on the crew or did something or other, and then it was never really reflected or spoken of ever again by any of the crew. But on the Orville, the stories are very much TNG stories, a little darker in places, a little funnier in places, but then the stuff that's happened in the previous seasons and episodes, they touch on. It becomes an integral part of the story. So I really like that about it. We'll buy you greedy shade nanos for us all soon. Well, I would probably start at the back end and do... What would I do? I would do... it'd be Elysium Garden, then Sanctuary. Then Scheol. I'd have to do the quests there. Yeah, so then Garden and Sanctuary quests in Scheol. Then the Adonis Sanctuary quest. Then both of them again in Penumbra, and then both of them again in Inferno. Might do all the keys on my keeper. Yeah, I mean, it's worth having on one tune. If I was going to do it, I would probably... I might do it on my old main, my namesake, Kalos 2. Because I think he's got some of the Sank keys and stuff already, but I don't know. I hardly ever play him. I kind of keep him for roleplay now. He is now my official roleplay tune. I'm still waiting for panned keys. 14 years already. Longer than that, if you think about it. Pandemonium existed, what? Yeah, day one of Shadowlands, Pandemonium actually existed in the game, but yeah. I got all the keys on my keeper and my dock, now I want them on my trader, yeah. Trader kind of makes the most sense because they can get the highest possible comp lit. Which makes the greedy shade a little bit cheaper. Just about. I'm still in team. I shall leave team. Cyber Exile is day one of Shadowlands also. Day one of free accounts. No, I can't remember. No, Froob came after Shadowlands, I think. I couldn't tell you exactly when, but I'm pretty sure it is after the fact. Because we had Froob and then for a very short period we had Sloob, which I really wish they'd have kept. Way after, says Shanor. Yeah. I remember making free accounts as mules almost immediately, but I can only remember the login for a couple of them. There's probably accounts of mine that have got all kinds of gear on them. I just can't even remember the... The other thing is they might be locked to an email I can't get into anymore. It was after Aliens. Yeah, it could have been, yeah. Like I say, I genuinely don't remember now. When did they do Sloob? I always liked Sloob. I thought Sloob was, you know, would have been good if they'd have made, like, you know, another one of the... If I was running the game, I would offer free upgrade on all Froob accounts to Sloob accounts. But it's an option. You don't have to take it. You have to go to the account page and click accept. You know, something as simple as that. Because there are players who, you know, for their own reasons, do not ever want to go to Shadowlands. And that's fine. That's totally fine. If that's how you want to play the game. You know, they want to play old school, etc. I wouldn't force that on people, so... It was a huge influx of people, yeah. What you can't do with AO that you can do in many other games is if you don't pay, you revert back to a free account. But with the way AO works, that would be kind of difficult because, you know, you put on all your symbionts and stuff and then, you know what I mean? All your gear would have to drop off, you know. The Lord Haster TV gifted a tier 1 sub to Cyber Exile, who gifted 335 subs to the channel. Thank you very much for the gifted sub. Much appreciated. And don't forget, yes, he's done it anyway. I was about to say, if you've received a gifted sub, do not forget to thank the person that gifted it to you. Because we have manners here. Londis has logged into game. Demons of Water make the exact same sounds as the Somphos Logies and the ones in Adonis. Wherever you find them, they got the same audio. Only a few more levels to go. Rusty Pelican. Londis has made a new tune. Rusty Pelican, a level 25 AI2 soldier. Was logged into game. All right. Another alt. Yeah, I think we're all kind of fingers crossed on whatever sub offers and stuff. I am. If they do a good deal on 12 months, I'm getting 12 months. Otherwise, I won't bother. If it's the normal discounted price, it's like, oh, is that it? Yes, it's the normal discounted price plus, you know, maybe... some freebies. They'd have to be quite good freebies, though. I think Savik said she always gets the 12 months because it's just cheaper. And it is. It is a lot cheaper like that. Lolzia, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Hope you're well. Are you coping with the warm, or is it not that warm where you are? Someone's selling a bunch of Jassos armor. So someone's done the biomes today. I got 88 today, 90 yesterday, but I'll cool off again What's that in centigrade? It's hot, I know that. I know it's damned hot. Yeah, I mean, it's only like 26 degrees or whatever here, but it's at 83% humidity. That's the killer for this part of the world. You know, if you're this close to the coast, yeah, you get used to that sort of humidity. Makes everywhere else feel very, very dry when you've lived here for a while. Like we go inland and go, my God, you know. Yeah, 26 centigrade is like high 70s, I think. I'm not sure. I'll Google and find out. Centigrade to Fahrenheit. So here it's, yeah, 78 degrees Fahrenheit here. Which ain't that hot, but with 83% humidity, kind of is. It makes a difference. You really feel it. It's like if you've ever been in a sauna, when you get in there and nobody's put any water on the coals, you're like, oh, it's not so bad. And then they start pouring water on the coals and get the humidity up into 80-90%, and suddenly you're like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. We've had a very cold and wet summer, very unusual for Idaho, but we need to replenish after a aquifer pretty bad. Okay, aquifer? There's like your water stocks in lakes and stuff. Water table underground. Yeah, you can get all kinds of... People don't realise. You go, well... But if most of your water's coming from underground, then yeah. If the underground water tables drop to nothing, then it leaves cavities behind. And you can get subsidence, potholes creeping up, all kinds of bedlam. If it gets too low, it just leaves a cavity behind it, you see. It can also cause non-tectonic volcanic earthquakes. So they can be quite violent, but they're not very deep in the ground. You know, they're in the crust. Not in the crust, they're in, you know, the very upper layers, but yeah. My house runs off a water well, so if it keeps dropping, it gets expensive to deepen the well. Oh God, yeah. As well as lowering the pump back into the proper range, yes. Exactly, yeah. Well, some entire towns and cities, you know, they get their drinking water from underground, so yeah, it's a big deal. So if it don't come from there, you gotta have it hauled in. What does Vegas do? Because technically it's a desert, isn't it? I don't know if they drill it or it's shipped in. I can't remember now. Average cost here for wells that are generally 500, 700 foot deep is about $20,000. I bet it is for a hole that deep. They might, yeah, it might be from managed water supply, i.e. we're going to dam it and pipe it to you or run it in narrow Okay, boys and girls, we're gonna... does Vegas get its... Oh, it's already filling in. Where does Vegas get its water? Southern Nevada gets nearly 90% of its water from the Colorado River, which begins as snowmelt in the Rocky Mountains. The snowmelt travels through a series of tributaries into the river, which winds its way south for 1,450 miles and empties at the Gulf of California in Mexico. Oh, there you go. They get meltwater. According to the Google... It looked like a proper source, though. I think it's probably correct. But not always, I hear you cry. No, Google doesn't always get it right. It's not a faithful librarian bringing you information. Far from it. Savik, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. We've done a couple of dailies. We stepped by the Borealis disco party. Pride. Well, you can't call it a parade because it's not moving, but you know what I mean. And Savik has arrived, so we now get a bloody enormous image. some factory or something somewhere. I love it. I love they did both the eyes to make it work. Yay. What's that called when you see a face when there isn't actually a face there? It's not onomatopoeia, is it? That's when you describe something with some kind of emotive, with adjectives like the chair groaned. Obviously the chair is incapable of groaning, so doing that in English is onomatopoeia. But what is it when you see a face from inanimate objects? There is a name for it. The effect, so to speak. It could be from anything, you know. We want to see faces in things. Oh, a white dryad who's actually high enough to aggro. Calm down, dear. Facial predolia. Is that right? Am I saying that right? We just get the drains on this. Did I not laugh? Am I correct? No, my moochums ran out. I was at the party too, but the light effects got a bit much. They were a bit much on the new engine, I can tell you that. Allegory in German. Allegory. No, allegory is its own thing, isn't it? A parable, allegory, proverb. The stories with a message. Sort of, yeah, it's a different thing. It is a different thing. If it was a simpler word like that. Araxia is saying it's facial... What okay, okay, Mr. Google will tell us. Pareidolia is a tendency to perceive... For perception to impose meaningful interpretation on nebulous stimuli, usually visual, so one sees an object or pattern. Oh, like Jesus appeared on my toast. Yeah, and it's like, you really want to see Jesus, don't you? It's sort of one of those, isn't it? You should make this into an icon for your stream, strictly for Siljar Russell. That's nightmare fuel. Yeah, so facial is, why is the brain program? Right, okay, so pareidolia, I think. Is that how you actually pronounce it? Sounds scientific.
Facial pareidolia.
Pareidolia, you think?
Facial pareidolia.
It doesn't really know it, does it? You can tell because it's kind of going like it's not a word that's been spoken into it. It's making it up from where someone else has used the same vowels and consonants or whatever. Works the other way too, like you see ghosts at night. Well, yeah, your eyes have got less information to go on in low light. But yeah, no, I don't believe in ghosts. They just seem silly. Shanor. Facial para cough cough dolia. Don't make rudes. Yeah, I think if you want to see a ghost, you do for the same reason, you know, it's seeing what you know, imposing what you think the world should be on the world when the world just doesn't care and doing its own thing. How far off? Oh, the 1800 skill drains. I think I has them in a bag somewhere. No, that's nanite enhanced. Those I can already use, and I've already uploaded them. I can use them, but I need like moochums and stuff, or infuses even will do it. If I drain. Then... yeah, very close. Oh, you're over 200 already. I thought you were in the 190s. No, we hit... we hit 200 on Saturday at the AI Aliens event. And then I waited till Wednesday to hit 201 on stream, and then we carried on after dailies and just got to 202, finishing up the scientist quest and a few other bits. Made a start on one of the easier Inferno quests as well. Yeah, if I've got infuses, I can cast it with a drain. So you're always going to be draining, so, you know, I call that done on Trader, if you can do it by that point. Do you take the XP armor off? No, I take it off when Mahalik insists that I have to. It's usually quite early. Level 10, get that armor off, I've got this for you. What? No! Because Mihalik says so, yeah. If I've got the perks available to keep putting AI armor back on and off, and I can do it without too much aggravation, I carry the XP armor around with me, and if I do something like the Inferno medium missions thing for research, I'll swap out to that armor anyway. But usually I get Mahalik going, no, put this armor on right now. You will be better. You will do it my way. There is no argument. You know, if ghosts were a real thing, then where are they all, you know? Do they even know we're here? And they would be everywhere if they existed. Do Demon of Water drop Doges? Yes. And they're also one of the last mobs to go grey and run away from you. Which happens at like 204-ish. Which is why I come and kill them, so. there's a list of what mobs drop Dojas in Shadowlands for each playfield. So Nascence, Elysium, Scheol, Adonis, Penumbra, Inferno. They're all there. And in Penumbra, it's Frosty Rafters as well, but Frosties are not as common as Frozens. There you go. Savik has the guide. And those are based on people actually looting them from said mobs. Siljar Russell. Nodding cat. Vibing pop cat. Had to read that carefully. Otherwise it would have been a very different thing. We just got to Penumbra on... let me just calm these out. Oh, I want to get the higher nano as well. Calm. Just got to pen on my trader. Haven't ran around in it yet. Yeah, the quest's good. Good for XP, certainly. What level is the trader now then? 160? Or just over? You know the periodic table only accounts for 5% of the universe, the rest is dark matter and dark energy. Well, dark matter and dark energy aren't actually a thing, they're just what we're calling the, the missing matter for the equations to balance. What we're probably going to find out is we've not been looking at the universe in its entirety. It's like the Dark Ages went dark. They were just, we don't have a lot of information about whatever it is. But I get the joke, like ghosts, yeah. If people became ghosts, even like 10% of the time, given how many people have died already, we'd be tripping over the buggers. Be walking down the shops, to go and get a loaf of bread or something, morning, Gordon, ugh, one of the early cavemen, that. And then where's all the cow ghosts, bison ghosts, and yeah. They'll be everywhere, we're tripping over the buggers. No, the remaining to balance out the equations for the universe, we just haven't got that yet. So it's not some mythical substance we can't see or hear. It's whatever is missing. We call dark matter. Because we don't know what it is. I always thought as a kid growing up that I was like, well, it's obvious. It's disappeared down black holes, But we can calculate the actual mass of black holes and how common they are and so on, so... Nope, that doesn't account for it either. Some of the things the universe does, we don't quite understand yet. We know what it's not, but yeah, that's not the same as knowing what it is. But it's better than nothing, so yeah. Maybe it is some particle we cannot detect and not faulty equations. Yeah, it's more likely to doubt the equations. But that's how science works. You come up with a hypothesis and theory. And the theory, a hypothesis becomes a theory when the observable, we can see the effect of that hypothesis actually fitting what we actually observe. That's science, and it's an ongoing thing. You think fourth dimension? Well, we already know there's more than 3 dimensions. Time being the fourth, probability being the fifth. The sixth we can't even conceive of from our point of view. We'd have to be shown it in some way. I has the Doja and I'm going to hand it in. It could be. We thought it might be, you know, masses of neutrinos for a while. It could be a lot of matter that never formed into atoms, that's just stretched out so thin across the universe it never will. Accounts for the mass, or that mass is a function of energy. There's loads of really cool theories about it that are a bit mind-bending, but yeah. It's at the limit of what our minds can conceive of at the moment. Okay, I'm inside. They closed the pool. Oh, I thought it was your own, like, back garden pool or something. Coco PvP Jr. Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Who closes a pool this time of year? The guy who's got to clean it. That's who. I'm going in with some extra chlorine and a net. I'm getting that Mars bar. That's probably not a Mars bar out of here. It's my building's pool. Yeah, they have to make sure it's up to code. And when things get hot on it, people are spending 10 times as much time in it as normal. They have to do something, you know, to keep that up. You know, because you're going to get, people are going to pee in there and, you know. The floating candy bar. Dun dun. Dun dun. Dun 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 dun. The brilliant scene that was. It's going on 9 p.m. here, and they have to have a lifeguard present Friday to Sunday because the kid. Well, yeah, I'd want that, wouldn't you? I mean, you become more aware of that once you've had your own kids, because then you try and protect them from all the terrors of reality and the world. You know, you're practically wrapping everything in cotton wool, and then you see them in the garden, they're eating a handful of soil or something. You know, it's like... Well, that's the once you have kids, then you're much more aware of stuff like that. Oh, almost dinged. Almost dinged 203. We could go and do the audio, dust it off, but it'll be completely someone carrying this character. Complete and utterly somebody carrying the character. There's no way they'd be contributing much of anything to it. Right, the top calm. What's the level lock on that? I'm going to quickly... AO items. There's a few nanos I need to get as well. Unstoppable Killer. Oh, yeah, Nanodex. Oh, yeah, I can't use that yet. Quantum Uncertainty. I need to go and get that. The Umbrals, I need to get some of those. Maybe the trade skill ones, I haven't decided yet if I'm going to bother with any of that. Nanobot Defense, I think I've got. My brain for your brain. That is the top calm, isn't it? I am looking at the right thing. Yeah. Keep changing bots. Mission reward. Okay. What's that from then? Traders. Very low requirements, actually. Control the mind of the target. The process takes all of your concentration during the period of control. You'll not be able to move or attack unless... But yeah, okay. On target, psychic below 450. Doesn't sound right, that. Anyway, yeah. Well, that's what I thought I was looking at, which is... Oh, that's crowd... Oh, no, cosmic relaxation. That's what I'm looking for. Derp. Level 209. Ah, we can't use it. Oh, well. When I was 5 or 6, I was once suspended in water without anything to hold on. It only lasted for 10 seconds. 10 scariest seconds of my life. I could swim before I was 4 years old, I know that. I was a strong swimmer as well at that. By the time I was 7, we had our own pool in the garden. I was diving in, doing lengths underwater. And of all the ways to die, drowning's one of the least terrible, apparently. I've never nearly drowned, so I really don't know. But yeah, apparently. But yeah, it is. It's scary. Well, you know, it's death, isn't it? Of course, it's scary. No, drowning is because you lose consciousness very quickly. Being shot and bleeding out is probably one of the worst. Oh God, there's you know, using your imagination. I mean, watch a few seasons of Bones and you'll come up with some horrific ways of dying. Death by Schnoo, yes. Yes, I am going to be watching She-Hulk Attorney at Law. No kink shaming. Schnoo, if that's you. Nothing wrong with that. Go to what attracts you. It's fine. Burn, yeah, feeling yourself. Yeah, usually people die of smoke inhalation in a fire. But I don't know. Why are we talking about this? This is horrible. Those things would probably digest you alive. Getting attacked by a giant squid. Yeah, but you'd suffocate before you would dissolve. This is horrible. I'm used to only hearing nice things from Silj. Yeah. Right, more cute cat pictures, please. We need a reset. Time out. Time out, everyone. It's She-Hulk, Death by Schnoo. Yes, please. I know. It's a great trailer. She works because she looks like she could be related to Mark Ruffalo, who is part Italian, I think. I think it is. Is he part Italian? Something like that, anyway. Okay, got that. Oh, I'm going to buff all the things. I'm used to going, not ew. Oh, sleepy hamster. When he lands, he's just like, what? That was a hamster, a gerbil. Hang on. Different shape. Yeah, that's a gerbil. See? Big long tail. More like a mouse. Big long back feet. Loosely related to rabbits and things or something weird like that. They only live about 4 years tops as well. Rodent. Well, technically rabbits are rodents. In the way they categorise it anyway. You know, obviously they ain't, but yeah. Let's get all the buffs done. No matter how many times they cancel future armor, the memes live on. I did watch all of that show. I couldn't understand why they decided that'll do. You know, it never made a lot of sense to me. I was like, well, why would you? But isn't it, you know, is it not you know, The Simpsons can run for as long as it did, but Futurama doesn't. You know, I've never quite understood it. It was like, oh, damn, yeah, I was doing this for him. Never mind. Do it all again. I had gerbils for over 12 years. The oldest one's 6 years. Oh, really? That is a long time for a gerbil. 2 black mice growing so old they turned grey. Right. And people don't even like The Simpsons anymore. I haven't watched it for 20 years, maybe. Like, if I hear that, there's an episode with such and such a person on it, you know, guest starring, I might watch that one episode, that's it. Rather than just follow it every week. I mean, for any long-running TV show, it's done bloody well to last as long as it has, but I think, you know, it's getting a bit much when none of the characters evolve in any way, you know, like Bart's still the same age every year, and you know that you can suspend disbelief for a bit, but when you've watched your own children go through all of high school and beyond, watching some other kid not growing up is just, I mean, they only grow him up in like what if episodes and stuff like that, don't they? You never actually see him growing up, kind of a deal. Firefly was absolutely brilliant, and if you watch the show, at the end of the show, when you watch the final one they aired, you're just like, what the hell did they get rid of this? This is brilliant. This, if they released it today and tried to cancel it, Twitter and everything that would go completely bloody bonkers and say, you can't cancel this show. There'd be petitions with millions of signatures on them saying, don't cancel it. But the network it was on didn't want it, basically. It's one of the best modern science fictions ever made, and basically it's a Western in space. It's just brilliant. Yeah, I do. I rewatch Fire. Okay, that's new. Crashing on relogging. Okay. Let me just check. Have I got a ghost client running? Possibly. I did. Okay. It is gone now. Firefly was one of the first shows to be accurate on sound in space. TV show, yeah, probably. Movie, no. Who did it? Alien did it. I think, did 2001 do it? I think they were fairly accurate with it. Yeah, you don't hear anything in space. There's no medium for the sound waves to move through. I mean, they had to get that right when the tagline in Alien is, "In space, no one can hear you scream." Not as deep as we thought. Let me just roll that by you again. Yeah, it's not even... Yeah, maybe that's the normal water line there. Come team with me. Daylar, give me NCU. Andy Tuddyk. Yeah, he is. He is brilliant. He's the pilot, isn't he? Yeah, he is superb. He's a brilliant character actor. Right, what are we going to... We're going to kill Unredeemed Roch, which means we're going to go off and farm a bunch of bloody insignias. Garthok, NA, Navy SEAL training, yeah. If the reason you go off like that is because the tanks are really heavy, that's why. It's safer. You're going to get flipped round otherwise. Oh boy. Pregnant? Not pregnant. Really pregnant. Am I pregante? Yeah, test has gone a bit wonky there, or a bit of Photoshop, could be. Hard to know these days. I mean, sometimes you can spot it, but... Like, do you remember the North Korean images they had in the media, and they were so badly photoshopped that everyone in the West was laughing at them? That looks like results for quintuplets, yeah. The baby... It's not how the test works. It doesn't count the babies. Tedusky's Alien show. No, I've not seen it. Some people work in certain things and not in others, but hey, you know. That's okay. Some people probably like it, you know. Just maybe no one we know. I think that's a test that got stuck in the production machine. If you know what I mean. So the reactive strip got printed on it multiple times. Right, big guy. We're gonna Scheol. Yeah, Firefly, when it aired, was the episodes were shown out of order, and they put it on at either the same time something else was on and was popular, or like really silly times of the day or night. So nobody got to see it really, and they went, well, the figures aren't very good, cancel it. Whereas if they'd have shown it in the proper order, you know, so episode 1, 2, 3 and 4, not 3, 2, 4, 1, you know, and put it on at a reasonable viewing time, it would, you know, it'd have been fine, but they didn't want it. And because we didn't have the like social media platforms and stuff now, where you've got direct access to the people that make these decisions, more or less, or you know their subordinates. There was outcry, but it was all like happening on certain forums and stuff. So the execs and people that make the decisions weren't seeing it. You know, they were still living in. Well, nobody's writing in. You know, oh my God, man, it's the 21st century now. Wake up, you know, and it's no one does that anymore. You know, you go online and post and retweet and whatever and make memes. You know, everything's moved along. Yeah, the Serenity movie was made because of the fans, and even though the movie itself is good, it kind of ends the story. There's no coming back from that. So to continue it, you would have to say, okay, the movie wasn't canon, or you know, something like that. Which, you know, so it kind of ended it in a way. My friend's got a theory that Summer Glau is a Jonah. You know, if Summer Glau is in your show, it's going to get cancelled, which I think is kind of unfair. I think it's because she was in the Sarah Connor Chronicles. I watched all of that as well. I really liked it. Long before she was in Game of Thrones. She was being awesome in that. I've forgotten her name now. Atrox get... Oh, I've missed the conversation here. Atrox gets 4 HP per body dev. Solitus and Oppie get 3. Nanomage 2. In practice, max health is better, except for... Alright. For Trox, you do nano implants. Yeah, there's also that as well, yeah. It's a difficult one to manage, but that's the point. It's not meant to be super simple. Does anyone want a Scheol Doja? Because there's one here for a couple of minutes. When you're not looking for it, you get it. Imagine, well, yeah, if they'd had if they'd have put that on the air in the same way, showing episodes out of sequence at a stupid time of day when no one's going to see it, it might have. But, you know, anyone that had pieced together the story or what have you and gone, oh no, you need to watch them in this order. Is it would have had, you know, Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, and you know, all the other things we've got now. If we'd have had all that then, Firefly probably wouldn't have got cancelled, because the fans got a movie made eventually because they just wanted more. And it was like, well, getting a commission on a new show is just not going to happen. And they said, well, what about, you know, fundraising a movie? They said that we could probably get done. So they went with, you know, basically, well, this is attainable. Let's do this. So we got a movie. I mean, I'm oversimplifying everything there, but yeah. Well, Zia, planning out my new imps for trader while watching the stream, and it just occurred to me I'm doing this wrong with the HP option. Uh-oh. With implants, I just go store-bought, symbionts. as soon as I've outlived the store-bought ones, straight to symbionts. Then you don't have to make those kind of choices. You're like, best symbiont you can get in, unless you need for one specific skill to be high. symbionts are better. Because you're going to get, you know... I need to make a decision whether to have Bright Burst or not have Bright Burst, or, you know, Bright Burst or full auto, or, you know, Symbiont. There you go. You got a bit in everything now. Once you can do growing, yeah. Around 60-ish is when I start looking at Symbionts. I already do it because I already have them. If I didn't have them, I wouldn't put the money into them. Because they're so expensive to buy certain level symbionts now, because PvP twinks will use them and stuff like that. They've just become redonkulously expensive, you know. The ones that like require level 59 in certain slots are just, what? When you see the price. Yeah, it depends on what your, you know, your end goal is and the build goal is. Like on a trader, I would always max out the specials because you can drain and get everything else. Artillery and support, I think they can use. From memory without checking. Definitely artillery anyway. So there's an artillery. Fixer, soldier, agent, adv, trader. Shanawar, I played around with silly names in AO. Let's say I have a new fixer. Ah, okay. All together, everyone. 1, 2, 3. You have a new fixer. Control. I'm not sure. DHL Express. Couldn't resist using this name. Oh, God. The fact traders can use control and artilleries is just broken. Control is trader, MP, Engi, and Kratz. Yeah, I think so, yeah. I've played one of all of them, so yeah. At least one of all. Mihalik, oh hey! There's a fixer in game that named Twisted Fixer, so I'm jelly off that name. Yep. I remember somebody getting that and me thinking, damn, I wish I'd thought of that. DHL Express. Yeah, he's gonna, you know, he's gonna go and get your nanos for you really, really quickly. He's sponsored. Is a true neutral also. I don't think these guys drop insignias, do they? Arakakosh or whatever. Where'd he go? Nope. What about you, Vulpine Shadow? Nope. Granite Spider? What about you? Do you drop them? Big companies are sponsoring AO players with their names. The game's that popular, yeah. Come and sponsor me. I take your big corpo money. Nah, probably, you know, it'd be hard to resist depending how much it was. But at the same time, you could be accused of being a sellout and lose your audience. But, you know, when you see this, when you're in this sort of entertainment sphere, it's just how it works, you know. I mean, a lot of the especially like the tech YouTubers are like, this video is sponsored by so-and-so. You know, so I get the product for free for making a video to test it, but if I don't like it, they have no creative control over what is said in the video. They don't even get to see the video before it's published. You know, that kind of thing is okay. But you do get... Oh, someone's regretting that moment. Gigantor. I'm sorry, sir. That was an oh shit moment, I think. There's no way I could have saved him there. I think he was too far gone by the time I got there. Nothing we could have done for him. Poor guy. Come back, I'll calm them for you while I wait for crap to respawn. Wish Londis would sponsor me. Everyone knows what Londis is thanks to you. Even in countries where they don't operate. You know, someone on our stream who's watching in a country where Londis don't have any outlets, you know, if they ever visit the UK and see a Londis and go, oh, I'm going to go in there. I know someone with that name. They said it was like a 7-Eleven kind of thing. It's always funny when an Atrox dies. Not for the Atrox, it isn't. I never heard of Londis before your name. You have people, why were you laughing at his name? Because it's like calling your tomb Walmart or something like that, you know. Yeah, a Londis store in the UK, if you're curious. Okay. Right. You'll see that. Yeah, they look a lot like a 7-Eleven. You know, you see that outside and you go in and is he there? Oh, friendly shopkeeper. It's like a franchise kind of deal. Like the Quickie Mart or something like that. I know who he is. Probably one of the directors or something. Yeah, look, they've got, you know, if needed, they've got wheelchair access. You know. You just don't get sued by London. It's free advertising. And, you know, they're a corner shop, local corner shop type of franchise. They're good as well, you know, they're all right. Oh, loot rights, everyone. Free for all. Slightly dented molar from the ice golem. 5 left, apparently. So if anyone's in the market for one of those. Londis versus Kalos 2. Overpriced local convenience store. Kind of is. They can't compete with massive supermarket chains, though. But, you know, when it's 10 o'clock at night and you want, oh, pint of milk and some tea bags, please, mate. They've got them, you know? It's that kind of thing. As far as I know, though, they do not operate outside of the UK. They might. I could be wrong there, but I don't think so. We have an overpriced best near me. Yeah, it depends where they are as well, I think. The one in town by us, there's one here in my town, and it's fine. It's in the middle of town. It's got a little cash point thing outside it, you know, and that kind of thing. They used to be popular with the Alkies because they did like Scrumpy Jack cider bottles. You know, it was a big like 4-litre bottle of cider for about £5. And it's like horrible stuff, really not a healthy drink. But you know, for five quid you're getting drunk. But then they brought in minimum alcohol pricing in the UK, so you don't see it anymore. Mathematica, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you again. Ladies can't ding, level 21. I should think so at that level. You should be going ding every couple of minutes. What I love is our local Burger King is not part of the Burger King. Made it so that big Court Burger King aren't allowed to operate their chain within 20 miles of that Burger King. Really? Burger King bought out, I think they were called Wimpy in the UK. They were like our first kind of American-esque diner, you know, burgers and stuff like that. That operate in the UK. And they were nice as well. They weren't bad. Wimpy. But you could get a fry-up all day long as well, you know, stuff like that. It might have something to do with that. They got the council to say, no other blah, 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 blah. When a national company began opening a chain of Burger Kings across the US, the Hootis says sued and won, but only in Illinois. The case is a famous precedent in trademark law. The ruling prevents Burger King from opening any competing store within a 20-mile radius of the original in Mattoon. All right. Yeah, we got a Subway here as well. I think I've been in there once. I'm not that keen on Subway. I don't like the bread. Doesn't feel like real bread. It's very... I know what it's supposed to be, but it doesn't taste like what it's supposed to be, if you know what I mean. If you get something like a Tiger Loaf, something like that with a good... thick, crunchy crust on it. The bread itself is not like the bread they've got. They've got the crust about right, but the bread isn't. It kind of puts me off them. How many is that? We got 4 of these things. Never-ending beam of light in that bag. Yeah, we got more coffee places and stuff than we know what to do with where I live. Which is useless to me because I don't like coffee. Why can't we have tea emporiums? You go in and get a really good cup of tea, you know? Made with leaves, no bags, no nothing. But just not a thing for whatever reason. I haven't been to the Subway since level 25. Yeah. Okay, that's 5. I need one more. One more volunteer for the Insignia hunt. I'm going to see if I can handle Unread Roach. 202, we should be alright by now. If all the ads attack though, I'm probably going to be screwed. You know, they keep closing down ye old mum and pop stores locally and opening up chain coffee stores and I'm like, there used to be a little, you know, little family toy shop in town and that shut and then it turned into not Costa, Nero or something. Another coffee bloody chain store and I'm like... I mean, after they've sold something like 4 coffees from a bag of the coffee they get in, everything else is profit on coffee. That's why they're popular places. as far as businesses are concerned. They're so highly profitable. And we know this because they serve, you know, coffee made with, you know, the big espresso sort of machine, where Mrs. Callos 2 works. And she was saying everyone gets free coffee at work because they only have to sell 4 coffees and it's paid for the coffee. That's how profitable it is. You know, your £7-8 coffee from wherever probably costs them less than a penny a cup in raw materials. Okay, not the electric and everything else, but another Doja, if anyone wants one. What book do otters read? I don't know. What book do otters read? I'm assuming this is a dad joke on the way. I was at a library where you could snuggle up with otters while reading. That's my kind of library. Although not a natural habitat for them, but brooks and streams normally. And rivers. Problem with the specialty coffee variety is the machines. Friend owns and runs one. He spent €80,000 on a decent coffee machine second hand. Those machines are bonkers expensive. Yeah, I know. Definitely. A lot of companies don't buy one, they rent one. Because they just can't afford the outlay. So they just rent the machine. And then somebody comes and services it all the time, though. So when the machine breaks down, you're not spending thousands on repairs that day and suddenly have to find the money. It's like a written-in cost into the business that you're paying X for the machine and its upkeep. A lot of businesses do that as well. Sports, yeah, that's it. So you don't. You go, right, how much a month is it to rent? And that becomes the cost of having the machine there. Plus, it's on contract, so they have to come in and fix it. It was the same with copy machines. Remember the big Xerox things and whatnot? They were all, nearly all of them were on a rental. So when the thing broke, and it always did, and usually because someone misused it. So when the thing broke, they would just be like, well, get it fixed. They get it fixed, you know, and it's written into the cost. But having to buy one outright doesn't sound like a great idea, to be honest, for that kind of money. Because it only takes someone misusing it a little bit, and it will break down very quickly. Spent a fortune for ours in our shop, and no bugger uses it. Yeah. Hey, Carlos, how are you? I'm very well, thank you. How the devil are you? Nice to see your salad pizza. %, I just drink in Mrs. Carlos 2, generally just instant. I insist on a brand name mug of tea, though. Off-brand tea is terrible. Right, I kill this one and talk to the next one. Salad pizza sounds horrible. Might not be. Depends on what kind of salad it's got. You have Kenko coffee and Yorkshire tea. Whether it's a pizza salad or a salad pizza, yeah, I don't know. Might work. Might be a thing. Happy shopper coffee. About coffee, I did run a computer net coffee shop before ADSL was normal at homes. 9 out of 10. And the income was from selling the coffee at 30p a cup or 15p for a refill. I can imagine. Acolyte, no, I wanna. There we go. No, not Happy Shopper coffee. No, I don't like any coffee. They all taste like shit to me, so... Sorry. Oh, you just need to drink a really good cup. No, I've tried. 53 years old, I don't like coffee. I know this. No, but if you had like a proper, but you need to get a real... No, I don't. I don't like the stuff. Never have. And I'm, at this point in my life, probably never going to. You need to eat the poop coffee. Drink the poop coffee. Yeah, tea. Like proper English breakfast blend tea. Piping hot, scalding hot with a tiny bit of milk. Tea. I drink 10 cups of tea a day. I probably drink at least that many. Depends what I'm doing, but yeah. Usually around that kind of figure. Thing is, I can have a mug of tea and then go straight, you know, before I go to bed. Nice layer of grease on the top where it's stewed. You don't get that in this part of the world. You do in London. You got a lot of water. You got very hard water, mineral-rich water in London. I remember that. Made all my hair go frizzy. It's really weird because I'd never had frizzy hair in my entire life, and then suddenly I did. Peach tea. Yeah, it's the tea plant with some fruit added to it. I just want the tea. It's like when those chocolate pizzas became a fad. Oh, people will put chocolate on anything. Right, I've got a problem here. Is I've got all these ads that are still aggro for whatever reason. Eric Miller. Actually, 2 tea bags and I leave them in. Yeah, I've done that before. Okay, some of the ads are not agreeing, some of the ads are. This is awkward. I can't calm the custodian who's hit me. Oh, this custodian as well. They're not going to calm. I'm gonna have to go defensive HUD as well. And just tank it out, maybe. I'll swap in that one to do the drains. It doesn't just work on pizza bread. Pizza bread is naturally too doughy and dry. That's what it needs, sauce and cheese. Yeah. Horses for courses and all that kind of stuff. Cardboard with chocolate, yeah. You know, needs something adding. My name is Heather, and I am a chocoholic. Hi, Heather. Can't find Unredeemed Roch in all this lot. There he is. I'll be fine without the ads aggroing, but they just seem to be determined to aggro. Try calming some. It was a little better. Yeah, it seems to be working, yeah. I mean, I'm not, you know, getting absolutely battered and needing to run away. I'm just trying to get a bit more control on how many things are hitting me. Accumulator is OP. Helps. Really, they're all grey. They should just go, ooh, we're too low level to aggro, but they don't. Take the pattern. Pointed hood of Eric Milner. Nah. I'm just kind of like annoyed that the ads are aggroing even though they're grey. You have no power here. Tap Vitae for the win. Definitely helps, but yeah. Bit of self-preservation. Time to use the Raid X for a little bit. And get those big crits. I don't know if I've got it with me though. Probably not actually. I think it's sat in the bank. I always like to watch how my Trader's Nano goes. Yo-yo slowly drains down to 0. Yeah. And then you just go, Grand Theft, thank you. Over and over doing the beast, yeah. Like a 1 minute something cooldown on it though. Otherwise it would be kind of overpowered. could chain cast it on something. Like an NT. It'd be quite fun. I think we got him. 1 minute is enough to keep the beast out of nano, yeah. It's longer when you're in a big raid. 1 minute on the beast is a long time. Unredeemed Roach, machete of 1,000 worries, a completely shite weapon that we don't want. Hand this in and we should ding. And then, well, I just don't know. I'm not sure if I want to carry on with all the quests. Maybe save them for research later on or something like that. Not sure. I'm going to hand this one in. After this, there's less aggravation, I think. I can't remember what happens next after this quest, isn't it? Find the machines, then... Oh, what comes after? Find the machines. Oh, then the stories. So that's a bit of running around. Then, can't really remember, but I think I farmed everything you need. 1 minute is enough to keep, yeah. But it's one item I've not seen anybody wear since we got the APF tank armor from Sector 10 back. From the faction the bosses. Yeah. You do see people in the alien tank armor. They're usually temple twinks, though. I can remember when the original temple first opened, everybody was trying to get an Exarch robe for their lobby. Robes are cool in the kind of coat robe thing that Neo wears in the Matrix is cool because it looks like he can do kung fu in it, whereas the ones that people shuffle around in look like you got no chance of running, kicking, or anything else, you know. You just go completely arse over tit on there. Head over heels immediately, falling over. Silver Russell with a funny. Let's have a look. Are you missing underwear? We've discovered a cat has stolen a large amount of men's underpants and socks from a neighbour. We live on George Street. If it is you, we're very sorry. We have them here and can return them. Please call or text Sarah. Oh my God. Why? Weird cat. Why, cat, why are you so strange? Exarch robe with standard uniform. Yeah, it was for a while. It is done. Yay! Another perk. I'll nano doctor it. The other max. Who do I go to for more work? Goodbye. Right, okay, so now we can boost up a bit more. I don't think we're going to be seeing Title 7 on this stream, though. Doable in one night. 2 more levels, you go and do Inferno Hards kind of thing, but... Exploring, definitely. Then repair, yes. Come on, healing. Oh, yeah. I need to get the new tank armor from the subway on my new dock. Ew. It's not easy to get, but yeah, it is very good. If you had to pick a tune to put it on, I would put it on an Enforcer or Keeper, because it's heal reactivity, not heal percent. It is useful. Your heals do heal a bit more. Is it both on that? Been a while since I've logged my Keeper in. It's got both. It's got both. There you go. Heal efficiency, heal reactivity, yeah. It's both on the Bulwark. There you go. Yeah, so kind of best in slot for most builds, especially for PVM raiding, etc. Right, so he wants me to find, in all this mess I've got up here, traces down, find the first machine. So a quick look at the Oracle. Are they always in the same order? I am fan Doc has it. How hard is it to find a team for the new temple? Not that hard, I would say. Ooh. ICC planet-wide announcement. Kaz Advi has been awarded the highest honorary rank for outstanding dedication to the defense of Rubicar. Congratulations on AI 30. If you ever see this, you got personal congratulations from me. Find the second machine. Oh. I nearly forgot to renew the nanocan. This PVM... You can... Yeah, you can box the new temple. It's not easy, but you can. Yeah, it's 100% drop, so you find anyone that's doing the full temple run, it will drop. Unlike the subway where the drops are sort of random, RNG, and not in the player's favour. Yeah, I mean, trying to do Eumenides with the box is, I can imagine, very, very awkward. You have to move each tune into the correct place. Yeah, the drops are more consistent in Temple, high-level Temple of the Three Winds. Like I say, the Obsidian Desecrator is 100% drop, so... what was the answer? Because I'm not paying attention. A man is and was and will be looking at a picture of another man and says, Brothers and uncles I have none, but this man, it's his son, isn't it? This one you go, right, yeah. You have to do the extra dialogue for the, you know, story of the Zan on this guy, I think. Thank God for Hack and Quack, yeah. It's kind of God mode in the Lobby subway. If you go in there on like a level 15 or something with Hack and Quack, it's kind of nuts. You know, your health might go right down to 10%, but then it goes all the way back up again. Yeah, the humanities room, you can't all be stood in a little bundle on top of each other's toes. You have to spread out, or you will die very quickly. The green rot will get you. Improved Alpha and Omega. Sure, I have time. Right, and then we run round to the various NPCs, click as fast as possible through the dialogue, then report back with all the correct answers on the guide. You haven't done the DB quest, well then your dock is hardly finished. The nanos from that are, I would say, essential on a dock. Definitely. You get all your best healing and whatever on those, I think. Yeah, it is a must. Yeah. Don't go doing high-end raids without them. Alliance does a weekend DB quest run. Oh, that's a good idea. Help people get it done. As soon as I hit 205, I know I'm going to get Mahalik down my ear all going, you will do the DB quest this evening. You will get it done. Team heals are such a nano saver. Improved complete heal is a nice... Oh, shit. Yeah. It is kind of an emergency heal, that one. Yeah, but I can't use the nano. You will do the DB quest. Could join when you do it on dock. What? You mean, can your dock join when I do it? Yeah, I would think so. Although you're going to struggle. Well, no, you'll probably be all right, actually. You probably have enough healing power by the time you get to the informant anyway, I think. I can't remember which nanos you get and in which order from the quest itself. She's 212, yeah, so she can't cast them yet anyway. Listen to the story, but not really give a toss about any of it. Tick box exercise, quest. Alright. No, if you asked me any questions about that story, I would not be able to answer any of them. I just kept clicking next, 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 all the way through. As you do. it's just one of those, like, oh, do I have to? Kind of jobs, you know. And, as long as we never have just in case. Yeah. I went to school with a kid who was just in case. Was his actual name. He hated it. Obviously his parents thought it was hilarious, but he didn't. I think I heard that he changed his name by deed poll or something. I think he changed it to "My parents are bastards." Something like that. He didn't. His parents should be jailed. No, it wasn't actually called Just In Case. He was just in chase. But even so, his parents must have bloody known. Her surname was Chase, but like like one of those with an E on the end or something. It was just, wait, what? Well, if you said it quickly, it would be just in case. Yeah. It was grown worthy when it was a new thing, that was. But by today's standards, it's like mother-in-law jokes or something. We've got a comedian in Norway who changed his name to what? Goddag Dra Tal Hivetti. Totally guessing at how that's said. Translated, good day, go to hell. Oh, right. Yeah, there was a comedian here that had some run-in with some corporation about the title of a show or book or something he published. So in retaliation, he changed his name to Hugo Boss by deed poll. And they tried to sue him and they couldn't. He did it just to make a point. And then, you know, changed it back kind of thing. But he's just not someone you want to get into that kind of argument with. He had one from the council saying, there's a statutory fine you've got to pay because you were parked in a taxi bay whilst at an airport or something. And he wasn't. He was just picking someone up. So he just used the taxi bay to pick him up. And they said he was parked in a taxi bay, and he wasn't. And he said, well, you're going to have to prove it because I know that I wasn't parked in a taxi bay. To which they sent a picture of him saying, clearly this is your vehicle and license plate. And and the picture's zoomed right in. So all you can see is like the driver's window, UK driver's window, the number plate, the corner, and the rest of the background's vaguely black. And then a circle that someone had drawn on with like a wax pen of some kind and written taxi rank or something like that on the window, you know, to tell him off. So a disgruntled taxi driver had done it, and that was their court evidence. So he replied back with a photoshopped version of that said, the moon. And he said, I couldn't have been there that day because obviously my car was parked on the moon. Here is my photographic evidence. My cat translator is complete. Meow, I love you. Oh, I love you too. Your machine broken, idiot. The cat, yeah. I think the guy's called Joe Lycett, I think that's him. Yeah, that's him. Really funny. just look at you'll find some of the things he's done with, like, you know, the online scammers, and then that he reels them in good and proper, and then he for his show he's got big screen behind him and a present, a little clicky thing, and he goes through the story of what he sent back and that, and then it's all up on screen for you to see it. It's really good. It's something I've never seen anybody do before as a comedian, but yeah, he does it, and it's just like, oh, when you read his responses, you're like, oh, yes. There's something very gratifying about them, you know? Lady Sky Cannon, woot, daily done. Congratulations. You did pick up the Freelancers Inc. quest beforehand, I do hope. Because the Arbiter has appeared, and another one. Yeah, you should have walked the horse in there, mate. Now what you gonna do? You know you've fluffed up. My agent is a noob and I totally forgot. Nah, it's no biggie. Don't sweat it. Not the end of the world. He's there tomorrow. Well, you can get the date. You can get that from him today. Just got a Mark II. Total Mirror Shield Mark II. Congrats! They're hard to get, those. The arcade ones, anyway. AMS is hard. Well, isn't that a quest? Is that a quest one? I think it is. I've talked to all three now and paid no attention. Right, okay, so back to the guide. Okay. Move that over to the other screen. Right, so the correct answers are Sean Ramsey. Then the next one is The King. A log. Her husband. 20. Then 3. And then sling. Yay! AMS Mark V DB quest. I thought it was, yeah. Store bought. Okay. I couldn't remember. Okay, this is not for lols or anything, but this is amazing and I want. Okay. Has he made that? That's not a... Wow. Yeah, so it was a bit of a step up from the original Lego. So is that something he's made then? Or she's made, or, you know... That's pretty epic, I gotta say. To actually pull that off. I don't think the battery... Well, it doesn't need a lot. Those tiny little coin cells or something. Oh, it gets the power from the block he placed it on. Oh, right, okay. That would be slightly more awkward having to incorporate that into what you're building, but yeah. The Lego brick is smaller, and then the 3.3 volt coin cell. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was very cool, that. Yeah, thanks for sharing that. 7-year-old me would have killed to get that. I'm not even joking. I'd probably have given away my grifter bike. Predecessor to the BMX bikes. Basically had the same sort of body frame. Remember getting the grifter and all my mates going, oh, you should have got a chopper. Well, I don't want a chopper. I want a grifter. And you could do more tricks on the grifter as well. And then they became the BMX bikes. And they became so popular. I think they had 2 movies. The BMX Bandits and the BMX Bandits 2 or something. "21 and a few hours old me will also kill for getting that." 7-year-old, yes. 44-year-old me understands the Lego scams and politics. Really? What scams and what's Lego done? There are BMX movies. Yes, there are. Ta-da! The BMX Bandits. With a very, very young on the front there. Nicole Kidman. I remember saying the only good thing in the film is the girl when I saw it. Thought the film was crap. But I thought the girl's good. I remember saying that. I just thought she was so pretty. It was unbelievable, you know. Oh, God, I didn't put... Yeah, hang on. Right. There you go. BMX Bandits. Nicole Kidman. There she is in the movie. With the Perminator hairdo. I don't know how old she was when she was in that. What year did it come out? (1983). No other brick company are allowed to have figurines, and many cease and desist. That's not true, though. That's not true, Scheol. Roblox have them. Before they were a video game. So you might have read that, but they definitely exist. Well, if it's true, why do the hundreds of companies that make a similar product to Lego have figurines? And why did their blocks fit with Lego? So, no. If that was the case, they wouldn't exist, would they? Yeah, Mega Blocks have got them. Yeah, look. Much cheaper than Lego. there's their copy of Duplo. That's in Argoth. That's a chain store. I know this. I has children. There you go. You get the figures for them. There you go. So they haven't stopped anybody doing it because they're doing it. How can I use Windows borderless, or is it just on Nuendo? You can use it on any version of the game. Yeah, they're not as good. Well, they might protest and sue, but it doesn't do any good. Yeah, you start the launcher, click on settings, and then you've got running window, and then also tick on borderless, and that works for new and old engine. That's it. Show you again. So there's the launcher, settings, and then on the very first tab, visual, set everything up, and then running window, and then click on borderless as well, and that works for new and old engine. Yeah, I don't think you can make something that looks exactly like their Lego figure, but that's fine. That's not evil. You want to see the crap companies like Gibson and Fender pull, or Disney, or anyone that's created something that looks as if, like, you can make a copy of a Fender Strat or a Gibson Les Paul, but it has to be 10% different from the original design for you to be able to sell it as a product, and you can't call it a Les Paul. But they can't stop people doing things. That's an exaggeration. I mean, you know, it's not true. They make figures, but they can't make them exactly like the Lego figures because they're a branded thing. You think about the Lego movie, that a particular art style is identifiable as Mickey Mouse. So, you know. But most, not just Lego, but just about every and any company will try and stop anybody copying what they do, which is fine. It's their property, isn't it? It's their IP, if you like. You can now. EU Trade Skill put out a case that you can't copyright a building block. Yeah, but you kind of can. You can't make it exactly the same. But the plastic they use and everything else is better than any of the people that copy it. That's how they're able to copy it and make something cheaper. The quality control on Lego bricks is surprisingly good. I know this. I used to play with it myself, and then my son had like a suitcase worth of it. Where the hell am I going now? Been distracted by Lego bricks. I blame the Lego Corporation. Yeah, there's loads of knockoff versions. There is. I mean, they try and, you know, quell the tide. You can't use something that looks and sounds exactly like Lego because the quality of your product is low, and that therefore people buy it thinking it's Lego. Like if you call it Logo or you know, something that's too similar and the customer has a bad experience with it, you've tarnished their brand with your product. That's why they're allowed to stop them doing it. I don't think it's evil, necessarily. It's a bit, you know. But no, I wouldn't class that as evil, per se, or even unethical, you know. Stolen molds, yeah. Well, it's with 3D printing and the kind of technology that people have at their disposal now for fabrication. on the small scale is stunning. You know, so they can get a Lego brick and scan it now with laser and make an exact copy of it that's accurate down to the micron, you know, or whatever. Yeah, the Lego made in the 70s fits Lego made today, yeah. There's so little variance. They make a good product, and they don't make it cheap, but they make a good product, you know. Yeah, I can understand them suing because something is copying them, because that takes their business away. They're protecting their own interests. Now, I don't have a problem with the company doing that, you know. They want to keep their company and their employees in a job, and, you know, I can't fault them for that. Garthok NA, I work in plastic injection moulding. Lego is held in high regard in this industry, yeah. They do a bloody good job. You know, I'm not evangelizing for Lego, but, you know, if you want, you know, kid safe, you know, I mean, that's why Duplo's bigger, so you can't swallow it. But, you know, kid safe toy that is fueled by the kid's imagination. I haven't got the thing. Why haven't I got the thing? All right, name me another company that doesn't protect its intellectual property. We can't single Lego out for doing what every other company does. No other brand hurts as much when you step on it. Protecting your business and your intellectual property is not evil. Right, if someone and this has actually happened, someone on YouTube downloaded the entirety of one of my videos, re-uploaded it on their channel, and pretended it was them. They had people in the comments going, "Cool voice, bro." And this dickhead, this dweeb, was responding going, "Thanks." And I was like, this ain't your voice, that's my voice. If they think it's cool, they think you're cool, and then he could have posted some neo-Nazi bullshit right underneath that, and people would have thought it was me. So am I morally wrong to go, no, that's my bloody video, and claim it? Well, I put a takedown order on it. YouTube said, request takedown. Click here, and I was like, yep. Because he just taken something I'd made, and for minimal effort, just copied it. Like, literally, and just re-uploaded it, and then pretended it was his. It's like, that doesn't make me evil, protecting myself from someone impersonating me. And yes, there are cases where these lawyers are trying to keep themselves in a job, and they went after a town called Vogue in the south of England because a pub advertised that they were one of the oldest pubs in the country, and Vogue said, "You can't use our name." And they went, "It's the name of our town. It's older than your magazine. So fuck off." You know, there's that side of it, but I don't think there's any evil intent behind it. Lawyers are just trying to keep themselves on the gravy train by finding these things and chasing after them. I don't consider it evil for companies to protect what they do, you know. Might not want to be on the receiving end of that kind of action or whatever, but, you know, that's the way it is. You can't steal somebody else's ideas and creation and expect them to do nothing about it. Right, there we go. Not the same, but okay, it's exactly the same, mate. It's exactly the same. Companies, as a rule, will protect their IP. Whatever it is, they will try and protect it and keep it for themselves. That's just how it works. I mean, you get some ridiculous stuff, like the guy who's trying to sue Mariah Carey for All I Want for Christmas Is You because it's too similar to his song, and in actual fact, his song is absolutely nothing fucking like it. Different tempo, different time measure, different chords, different melody. That means it's completely different, you know. Agree to disagree. Well, I'd agree with you, but then we'd both be wrong. Companies do that. Singling out Lego for protecting their own IP is, well, it doesn't make any sense, does it? Because every company does that. Some of them are ridiculous. Some of them are not ridiculous. Right. What's the betting on how many times we will fall back to Rubicar? It's how you do it. Well, in the business world, it's, you know, it's shark versus shark, isn't it? They're all like that. You don't have to be an asshole about it. Nothing says you can't be an asshole about it either. That's the point. If you try and steal from someone, how they react, it's on you. Now, if that someone, that entity happens to be a company, well, you know, you picked a fight with the wrong person, didn't you? You know, it's that simple. Some houses you could go in and rob them and they just let you take whatever. Another house, they'll call the cops. You go in the wrong house and you're going to wind up being shotgunned. We sometimes use our cat as a bug catching device. I've done that because I didn't want the cat ripping the curtains off the wall. So I just lifted it up and it got the thing. It's all happening again, blah, 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 blah. They're all the same. The way Gibson goes after companies that try and copy their classic designs, which aren't really their designs. Les Paul the man designed that guitar, but he worked for them when he did it, so now it's theirs. You know, it's like... I see McDonald's do it every time someone names a burger in a similar way to one of their burgers. You know. Disney, if anybody does anything that's remotely like anything they own, they go after it. And as for copyright law with music content, oh my God. It's completely broken. 3 seconds of some piece of music and they will claim the entirety of a 4-hour video for that 3 seconds. Now, if you think about the logic of the law, it's to stop theft of intellectual property. So what they're arguing there, in reality, is that somebody is prepared to watch a 4-hour video to listen to 3 seconds of your piece of music or an emulation of it, rather than buy the actual product, which is bullshit. You know, it's like, no. But they claim it anyway, and it's not them, it's copyright law itself that's broken. Everyone blames YouTube. It's like, well, they're just having to follow the law and not get sued. There was quite a long time on YouTube, before Google bought it, where... I missed one, haven't we? You could get away with it, and then Google bought it and like went, oh, we don't want to get sued, so they had to implement it whether they wanted to or not. Where is it? It's in the nuclear. No. Find the Brink Nightmares. Well, I has. He's right there. Thank you. Come on, trigger. Takes its time triggering. It's a proximity thing, maybe. It's a lag thing. Well, like this, it's all out there where you can type a string of text and AI generate. Oh, I've seen this, yeah. Darth Vader meets Pingu. Yeah, the AI actually creates the image. I saw Markiplier was showing one. Oh, they were some of them were pretty terrifying pictures. That one he wants. Then that one. Right, now find Calama. See if I can remember how this goes. Mykonos. Okay, it's working. Then we got to go to the sidey one. There's one that doesn't seem like a straight run. Yeah, this guy. Kefalona. Or Kefalonia. Poros. And then one of the coolest places to walk through in the entire game, and it's in murk and gloom. But never mind. Occasionally, if you do this at the right time, or the right part of the day-night cycle, it can look quite cool. And to the final portal. This will be the first time I've done that without actually falling off somewhere. First time for everything. ITO Derry, welcome to the stream. Good to see you, sir. Yay, we made it back. We made it back to the, well, the big piece of floating whatever. Have a good evening, everyone, says Enzleric. We'll see you later, Enzleric. I missed you coming on, actually. My shade has the full alphas now. You got it all done. Well done. They're easier to upgrade to their full potential than how expensive it is to do on, like regular implants. Now, run too far. No problem. Enjoy. Oh, you were helping out. Well, that's nice. That's good, that. Yeah, so any of the betas that we used to make the combination alpha, so let's say you used a defensive and a wistful or something like that, beta, you can just keep getting more and more of either one of those, adding it to the alpha to upgrade it all the way to the nice blue alpha. Just with bags and bags of betas, which is kind of cool. There's no denying that shade spirits are more complicated, but I don't know that they're harder. There's more. It's like 2 more steps, I guess. Or no, 3 more steps, really. Funcom hates shades, and I don't think they do. There's no reason for the company to dislike them. I know, it's like just a thing you say when you feel the class. If they hate anything, it's adventurers. Otherwise, why nerf them to hell, Programmers, a person that works in the company might have a thing about a certain class, yeah. I'm pretty convinced Janelle hated Advies, because that all those nerfs were her doing. Like, she was in charge when that all went through. It was too late to change by the time Azure came in, so we were stuck with them. And what the is that anyway? Demonic ball sack of doom above your head, chittering away. Stuff of nightmares, I tell you. Yeah, I'm willing to believe any of the devs that play the game probably don't like certain classes. Some people would argue Funcom don't know Anarchy Online exists, and I think they might. At the moment, they just like bragging that the game is as old and as still being played even after all this time. It's like a, that's the feather in their cap kind of thing. We created one of the first MMOs, and it's still running and still being played. It is it's a bit of a thing for them to be able to claim that in that space, if you think about it. It's like when you used to play Top Trumps as a kid. If you got Peter Shilton as a goalkeeper on a card, you just go, height 6'6", knowing there were no other footballers in any of the decks that were 6'6". The legal department sure remembers. Yeah. Can I solo the whatever the... I've gone past it. I'm not sure I can solo this thing, but we can try. It is grey now. I shouldn't be nervous. Vitae! No more nukes for you, Grand Theft Humidity. Oh, I did Theft Humidity instead, damn it. That was a mistake. Oh well. I'll say one thing, it can still hit at this level. Even though it's grey, it's still managing to do damage. Like 3 times you've got to actually kill it though, isn't it? Something mad. Or it regens. Unless you come here with someone with a lot of damage and then it just gets its ass handed to it. Damn. Yeah, it is 3 times. You have to actually take its health down to nothing. To the point where you feel like, this thing's cheating. Right, now I put Grand Theft on it. Nuke now, you son of a bitch. Dude, how many times have I got to kill this thing? Die already. Come on, hurry up and die. How many times does it regenerate? Finally. Nothing to loot from it though, is there? Nope. Right, return to the Otto. I was hoping it was going to be throwing it down with rain by now and cooling off a bit, but nope. No, just got that heavy, thick heat you get. Right, this should get us to, what, 204? We're 203 already. I love the videos, got me back into the game after a break, and I have heard the same from lots of people. AO is depending on you. Yeah, don't put that on me. Another perk. And I can't use it there. Power up, I can't use it till... Oh yeah, it stops at 5, okay. Genius 3 for now, I guess. There you go. And IP time. Doop, doop, pop. Boop, boop, boop. Starting to come into their own. Exploring, I need more speed. That's it, so I've blown the Scheol quests. Will I regret it later? That's the thing. When the tune is 220 and I've got loads and loads of research to do and it's now but grind. Will I regret it? Probably. It is what it is. Goodbye. Okay, I think we got everything done there, so I'm going to call it about there. And let's have a look. Anybody else streaming Anarchy online at the moment? Knave 0, Iron Man 6. Okay, we go raid Knave. Yeah, looks like he's in Temple of the Three Winds.
Fucking ninja looting again.
Yeah, we go raid Knave for more Anarchy online.
Damn.
There we go.
Game over.
The raid has been created. There's me talking over them. Yeah, it looks like he's on doing Iron Man and they're in the Temple of the Three Winds. It looks like they're down at the Legos at the moment, so all good. So thank you all for the new follows and the gifted sub. Much appreciated. I will be back tomorrow. Is the official 21st birthday party for Anarchy Online on tomorrow's stream. Starting at 7 p.m. UTC, whatever time that is for you. So the stream will probably start a little bit before that and then carry on. So enjoy all, and I will see you for the big 21st birthday bash. That's nuts. Okay, bye for now.
Get pissed off at. I can hear that right away.
Oh no, dude. No, that's what makes it fun.
Kalos with the raid. Thanks, man. And welcome to the stream, everyone.